There we go. Okay, hold on one second. Maybe that'll work out. Oh, okay, there we go, guys. Let me make sure volume's working, stream's working now. Now it says excellent connection. Literally, as soon as I went live, my Wi-Fi died. I don't know if my stream kind of caused a surge in my usage of Wi-Fi or something, but everything died. So sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what happened. I couldn't even download anything. And hey, Cape Cod. Hey, Discount Killer. And hey, Rodriguez. Hope you guys are good. I have no idea what just happened there, guys. It freaked me out for a second. I rushed over to my to kind of continue refreshing, and I went through my Ookla, to do a little bit of a speed test, and my download speed's 363 and my upload's 33, so it should be working fine. Normally for the stream, I just need 20, but that's because my computer is not hardwired into my router right now, so instead of being like 1050, it's like 363.33, which is more than enough to be streaming to you guys in 4K quality. But yeah, happy to see you guys all again for round 2. Hey Monica, hope you're doing well. Hey Dogecoin. Loki was just here a few seconds ago, but I'm now just making sure the stream is going to be working out pretty well. Maybe somebody's mad at me making fun of Sam so much they decided to cut my stream off a little bit earlier. And there you go. And hey, Kilo, happy to see you back, man. Hope you're doing very, very well. We got a lot to talk about today. Probably not the best of news, as you guys know, but we got to talk about some technicals here, some basics that you guys need to understand. So you guys can make some profitable trades here, hopefully over the next, a few weeks at least. Hopefully this thing kind of dies down. It doesn't get worse and worse and worse. But anything can happen right now. And we're going to be talking about a few different things. About FTX, Bitcoin, what FTX is kind of in right now because they're in a whole bunch of companies out there. I tweeted it a couple minutes ago, so you guys can get a look. And one thing before I get the stream rolling here very soon, Logie, one thing today, or what was it? Oh, I was on my first ever Twitter Spaces today and had some pretty fun in it. I'm not used to doing Twitter Spaces and stuff like that, but it was pretty fun. And I answered some questions and talked to people for a little bit of time. So here's Loki. He got to go on a walk with a little dog today, a little puppy dog. There you go. And then one more for you right here. There you go. All right. So hopefully he'll be nice and chill for the majority of this stream because we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff here. All right. So let's kind of hop in here to Bitcoin. I kind of got late because I was doing stuff with family today. So my normal stream setup, like you guys would normally be seeing, it is not even looking nice and pretty or anything. So we're going down to my secondary one, which is pretty simple, very basic, but you guys don't really need all the tickers and stuff like that. I think you guys will be able to manage. Okay, so let's go over here very fast. Let's get off of the speed test, although I'm happy the speed test is working right now. There we go. I was just reading this placed off by BitBoy. It seems like people are now starting to understand what's a little bit more about what's going on with FTX and how Sam Bankman-Fried has a lot of connections to the Democratic Party and the SEC share. So if it's an if still at this point, I believe, if Republicans do take control of Congress, whether it's the House, the Senate, or both, you should expect there to be hearings about this, and we'll be learning more about what happened over the next few quarters. I mean, I don't think a hearing would probably happen until at least next summer or something like that, because Congress isn't even sworn in until January, etc., etc. But yeah, guys, so that's kind of some of the big news I saw today. What I wanted you guys to know about FTX before we kind of hop on over here into Bitcoin, look at some of those technicals. I'd probably just have it on my profile right here. Right here. So there's two of them. So here's what Alameda Research and FTX Ventures portfolio. This is what they were investing in, okay? This is kind of more of a visual aid for it. I know my head's blocking a little bit of it, so let me just hop on off right there. And you guys can see a lot of stuff, okay? Maybe you guys might have to zoom in a little bit, and I'm sorry about that, but there's a lot of stuff in here, right? So do be aware of that. They are invested in a lot of stuff. People say get out of any of this stuff if you're in it. That's really up to you, but they are in quite a bit of stuff here. Some of this stuff doesn't even have coins. I want to make sure you guys understand that. You guys know I look at projects out there that have tokens and some that don't. The ones that I know are primarily around Seattle, though, because that's where I go to all my little events and stuff like that. And the second thing here is this top one I just showed you guys. So this kind of shows some of the funding that they were doing. If you guys don't know about venture capital, they do it in series A, B, C, D, you know, and you just get a part of the company, but different valuations as you kind of climb up that ladder, okay? So you can see here, or maybe you guys can, maybe you guys can't. Let me just, what, 125 or 150 work? No, it just zooms in the side, okay. Let me, you guys can see this basically, but you can see that they've invested in Polygon, Anchorage Digital, Solana, Voyager Digital, 1inch. A lot of you guys have heard these names, right? So they've done a lot of investments over the past few years, and so they do have some exposure to coins and companies that you may not know. I would encourage you guys to kind of go through this little Twitter post I have, or find the original owner if you want to, Josh, and just kind of keep an eye out for it. Josh's advice is these are the top companies, projects affected by the FTX and Alameda research, are affected by them. Take a good look at this list and stay away from anything you see. And that's what his viewpoint is. So, you know, be careful. Mobile coin. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, guys. Subspace Labs. I mean, there's just a bunch of it. So if you guys do want to go through your list and see if anything matches up, feel free to kind of give it a look. You don't have to panic sell anything like that. Because again, you never know how much they actually own of any of these companies, since it is just, you know, part of a round of funding. But it is important that you guys do know what's going on here. Now, going over to Bitcoin, you know, we've come down a lot. I know a lot of the time we end up looking at this chart with the log on. Just for now, I'm going to turn log off just so you can kind of see, like, you know, in hindsight now, how high we've actually gone. Like, we have gone up quite a bit. And we're now all the way back down here to where we were back in 2018. And, you know, but maybe by the end of this, maybe even we go down lower than this, that next peak that we have to really deal with is somewhere over here around $13,000, $14,000. So while we might have a bounce somewhere in between there, we are on our way back down, and we're getting back into that zone where you guys can feel very happy to start buying for the long term. Just to kind of recoup what we've been talking about over the past few months, I still do think the worst of this is most likely going to happen sometime in Q1, Q2, end of Q1, sometime in Q2. So if you guys are dollar cost averaging with me, awesome. If you guys just want to hold off and you believe that maybe we're going to have a worse time next year, do whatever you guys feel like you have to do. But, you know, don't be afraid to look at some of these technicals here. And right now, you can even see in hindsight now, Death Cross did end up doing some bad stuff to us. Although I don't know who would have guessed FTX was going under. There are so many people affected by this. It's nuts. There are even videos about Kevin, I don't know how to spell his last name, O'Leary. Yeah. Kevin O'Leary right here. Let me see if I can find this. Can you guys hear this? Let me go to video capture audio. Let me put my nasty, not nasty, I was about to say something. It was going to be like one of those little song things. There we go. Like Itsy Bitsy Spider, but like fancy dancy headphones. I don't know. I was thinking of a kid show. But anyway, that's ADHD talking right here. Let me turn the volume up a little bit, and let's see if we can play this very fast, because this was something that was very, very interesting that you guys, you know, will probably just love. Okay.
If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX. If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX.
So you guys can already tell there that there's a lot of people exposed to this, and it is more wide-ranging than you think. It's going to take time for these ripples to kind of finish out here, and that's just kind of the way it's going to work for now. If you guys remember Voyager, Celsius, they're still trying to figure stuff out. Voyager just put out a message today saying, hey, now we're looking for more bidders. So now Voyager is going to look for somebody else to buy them out again. And now, so this is, if you guys have money in Voyager, this is something that's actually pretty good. That means you guys may be able to get your money back without having to go through the debacle of the FTX crash, okay? And here, they just posted about 4 hours ago now. Voyagers, as a result of the Chapter 11 filing by FTX official and FTX US, we have reopened the bidding process and are in active discussions with alternative bidders. For more information, please read our joint press release with @Voyager UCC. That's great. That is absolutely great if you're a Voyager holder. I know it doesn't mean, I know it's like still postponing the amount of time for you to get at least a portion of your money back, but at least you can have a little bit more confidence than if, you know, it was going through the FTX bankruptcy process. That'd just be absolutely horrible, right? And hey, BDK, why do MFers like FTX ruin crypto investing and we keep getting trolled by precious metal holders? I hold both, but this is kind of nuts and I'm fed up with it. I think everybody's fed up with this. I don't really do deep dives into exchanges and stuff like that. I'm doing it now because I have another sponsor coming on board and I'm pretty excited about it. But they you know what I had to do? I had to this week I had to ask for their proof of reserves to make sure that if for whatever reason everybody wanted to get money out of their exchange, they would be able to. So that's something that I thought was really, really cool. But now when I have partnership deals and when this new exchange comes online, guess what? I still have to ask because I don't want you guys to go running in there and then, all of a sudden everybody gets pulls out and there's a crisis, yada, 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 right? So I'm happy. I'm really happy they had proof of reserves. Otherwise, I would have had to cancel the deal just out of just safety. But what do you call it? So you can see this. Everybody's talking about it now. It's getting more traction. People are still going to feel the effects of this for a while. But let's go over here to Bitcoin for a second, and let's just go to the 4-hour chart, I would say, because we're at this important point where we need to really get above this old level of support. So you guys know how support and resistance works, right? So normally, you guys have support and let me make sure I can do this. Yeah, okay. We bounce on support. Then when we break down below support, that support now turns into resistance, and we're just trying to break back above it. Simple enough. Really simple, right? However, when we go look over here as far as Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin's last bottom from the June lows. That's around 17,591 if you guys are using the Bitcoin US dollar chart on TradingView, okay? Now, let's go over here a little bit. We saw we broke it off the news, and what's happening right now? We're seeing that support turn into a level of resistance. That's usually not a good sign. This is usually where shorts want to enter the market in for another dump here. If you guys, use my support levels and stuff like that, you guys saw the dump on the breakdown. Maybe you guys traded it. Maybe you guys didn't. It's okay regardless of what you did. But now you see we leveled off a little bit. Let's go to the 15 here. Leveled off, and now we're building our way back up slowly. If you guys want to get very excited about a potential bear market rally or some good news out of the crypto markets as far as price action is concerned, you're really going to want to see us close above this support or this resistance, I would say, on the daily chart primarily, and you'd also want to see it happen on the 4-hour. What I do like about right now, which will give us the opportunity, I'm not saying it's going to happen, the opportunity here, is you see this 20 moving average on the 4-hour chart. We do have the opportunity here to break above that, and that should give us a little bit of a pump here fairly soon. Just be mindful that death cross right there, we've been going down ever since, okay? Back to the 1-hour chart here. See, we did get above it, but you want to see it really close above it on the daily chart, or at least the 4 if you're taking the opportunity. But to be safe, I'd usually say the 4 here. But yeah, so you guys can see we're just facing a lot of resistance right now, a lot of headwinds. I did sell my positions that I bought down here yesterday. I did tell you guys I was just going to be in this trade for a short amount of time. I wasn't happy how we weren't breaking above the 20, so I just kind of scaled out right around that resistance level. And I got a good 10-15% profit overall on a lot of the altcoins like Ethereum and stuff. I wish it was better, but right now, guys, if you want to see Bitcoin move up a little bit higher, you guys are looking for Bitcoin to break and close above 17,591, specifically on the Bitcoin US dollar chart. Maybe some of you guys use this one right here, Bitcoin tethered chart. If that's the case, you guys are going to be going off of, you guys want to see a Bitcoin break above, where is this at? 17,622. All right. And you can see over here on the 4-hour chart, still similar. We didn't manage to break above and hold. We're still trying to break above the 20 moving averages at this point in time, okay? Now, good news for us, and I think everybody right now, is if you recall, we were talking about the breakdown as far as the dollar index was concerned yesterday, and look what happened after we broke down. We've continually been coming down, and our next pivot point is going to be somewhere around here, about $105. That is very, very good. Now, the bad thing here is if we do pivot off of this Fibonacci support, that means that maybe assets may be coming back down a little bit, but this little bit of a breather we've had has been welcome, I think. I think people were really panicking over the past few days, rightfully so, from crypto assets having a capitulation moment here. But we are getting closer to our next level of support, and usually when we bounce off of those levels of support, we fairly do well. Shorts usually do well, and assets usually fall just a little bit here. So we'll keep an eye on it. But if we have reached our local high for this season, so to speak, that means we should start heading back down, or at least trading in some type of range, and I'd be perfectly fine with that as well. As long as we're not continuing to go higher and higher and higher past the 121 level, I think we will be okay over the next few quarters. Okay, few quarters, excuse me. Let's go back over here very fast. All right. And one other thing, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, this isn't too important here. There you go. More of a longer term thought process. Just be careful. We are going to have another death cross here pretty soon. We are going to have that 50-week cross down below the 200 for the first time ever in Bitcoin's history. So just be, very, very careful about doing any big long trades unless you guys have a clear entry point and a clear exit point. This is not the time to be buying and having a feeling of when to sell. You guys want to have everything planned out before you actually execute a trade. It's been that way for a while now, but I think people are still just buying out of range and hoping like, oh, I hope it goes up from here. You guys are going to lose a lot of money if you go with that strategy. So please, go make a spreadsheet on Excel or Google Sheets. Have one that's just on Google Drive that you just type up and say, hey, price target is this. I want to buy around here and I want to have my stop loss here. Just know what your strategy is, and it'll help you guys out a lot, because this is not the time for new traders to attempt to make money in the market if they're not experienced, just because of the volatility we're seeing right now. Now, as far as, and hey, BDK, welcome back to Ruby Level. I really do appreciate it. As far as what's going on with some of these other assets, let's just start off with Ethereum, I would say. Yeah, let's do this. So let's get rid of all this stuff. Let's go to a week. Yeah. Bitcoin found new 2022 lows. Ethereum really didn't. Right? And so what we're seeing with Ethereum right now, what's the best way to do this? Let's do it that way. We're currently in this downtrend here. Depending on how you want to do this, maybe the daily chart would look a little bit better. Probably not actually right now. No. Yeah, because then we get rejected off of that support. No, we didn't make it up there. Okay. But yeah, so Ethereum still has a long way to go down if Bitcoin does continue to go down towards 14,000, 13,000, maybe if it goes 10,000, whatever it ends up being. Ethereum is going to be dropping like a rock soon as well, so just be careful with it. What I'm looking at as far as Ethereum is I'm going over here to the monthly charts, and I'm doing some of those longer term Fibonacci levels. You can see this old double bottom right here. I'm just going through that bottom, and I'm waiting to see. You see how we bounced off of that one pretty easily. In hindsight, looking at the monthly chart, we did break down below it a little bit, but month to month, it was a good buying opportunity. We got rejected off of the next one, and now we're kind of in this trading range. If we decide to break down below this $1,000 level, and that'll most likely, the market will follow, we're most likely going to see Ethereum back around $637. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to buy some Ethereum down there. But if the market really does take another turn and, Bitcoin goes down to the low teens or maybe even as low as like 9,000, 8,000, maybe not staying down there, but all it takes is a wick, right? All it takes is a really nasty drop to get those price opportunities. You could be looking at Ethereum somewhere between $400 range and $650 range. So keep that in mind. I know some of you guys do my methods as far as just, having buying opportunities like, hey, I'm buying some here, I'm buying some here, I'm buying some here. And then I'm going to wait to see what happens. And if we go down low, I'll buy some here for long-term holds especially. That may be a strategy you guys want to have where you guys just have a long-term position, just kind of waiting around $400 or $500 or $600. So whenever Ethereum, or if Ethereum ever does make its way down that far, you guys will be have the opportunity to finally buy Ethereum at those low levels. The caveat to this is if Bitcoin crashes down towards 10,000 or something really, really bad happens with another exchange, or Tether messes up, or or Ethereum starts breaking down here as well, you are going to notice that the rest of the altcoins really go kaput really, really fast. So please be very, very careful about that. Not everybody is going to survive this market unless they really manage their portfolios wisely and they're not putting all of their money into crypto at any given point. You guys definitely, put food on the table, pay your bills, invest for your retirement account, do some safer plays in the stock market, and then you have some money over here in the crypto market, because I just know people are going to be salivating eventually when we do drop down, or people are even salivating now at these prices. But I just want you guys to be careful, okay? But for now, I mean, Ethereum's still looking pretty solid. I want to see what happens probably either later on this month or next month. If we really do have a bad event, we're going to be heading back down to at least 645, and I'll be there to buy some for at least a swing trade and also for some longer term plays. But you guys will have your own strategies. Now, Ethereum Classic, something similar over here. We don't need to look at all that other stuff. But you can definitely see how the support of this thing just really rang dry, and it's just been a bunch of pump and dumps as far as Ethereum X Classic has been concerned. I like it, but you can see right here, bounce, bounce. Next stop is probably around $14 for Ethereum Classic, just so you guys know. After that, if we do have another capitulation moment for Bitcoin, it most likely will be going back down to around $7 or so. We haven't really talked about these macro levels in quite a bit of time, so I just want you guys to be aware that altcoins can fall very, very fast. One thing that I thought was pretty interesting today that was a big red flag for me, and we don't really talk about crypto.com except for maybe making fun of their commercials every now and again. I think I tweeted about it. I tweet so I can come back later on and look at the tweets that I had for you guys. No, BlockFi, no. Where did I not tweet about it? I guess I didn't. Okay, that's fine. Let's go over here very fast. And now my brain's not gonna work. It's been a freaking busy day. My brain just had a big old fart, guys. I'm sorry. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Something about Ethereum Classic. Oh no, crypto.com. My bad. Always got to go back to the past page where we thought about the idea and it just comes flashing back. There you go, from Mr. Will. I thought I retweeted this. Maybe I was going to quote the tweet and I just never did. But check this out, guys. You guys can see that right there. Yes, you can. All right. Justin, Crypto.com CEO and founder at Chris just released their proof of reserve. The scary part, I think this meant part, not party. They hold more Shib than Ethereum. If for whatever reason they do go down, be very, very, very careful when it comes to Shiba Inu. That one may take a massive hit. Okay. I've never seen an exchange do something like this. Normally, it's like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, stable coins, then others. Not Bitcoin Shiba Inu or Bitcoin Dogecoin or Bitcoin Matic, right? Then Ethereum, USDC, and then Tether, and then others. This is kind of a red flag for me. I don't understand why it's doing that. Why they chose to do that is a better way to say it. But I'll try to learn more for you guys, okay? Like, this is just like, why? I don't know why they had to do that. Because if you go over here, I mean, like 19% Shib. Now, I don't know when they bought it. You'd have to go and look at their wallet to see when they actually transferred the money over there, or where they purchased it. If we go over here and look at Shib, which I guess we'll come back to Dogecoin, some of these other coins in a minute here. There we go. Let me just get rid of all the technicals here for a second. I mean, look how fast that sprung up and look how fast that thing came back down. I don't know if you guys remember, but during live on the stream, Secret Fish shorted it live and just tanked the entire price of Shib. It was a freaking scary thing to see. But no, it's almost been like step, skip a step, and now after that we're going all the way back down. So be very, very careful of Shiba Inu. I don't want to spread any FUD or anything like that, but man, guys, just man. If a major exchange has that much Shiba Inu and they're forced to dump it, that could be a very bad sign. And I'm not saying it's going to be enough to crash it down to okay, this is really close to zero already, but like all the way down. But it would have a big capitulation moment, more like something of this type of candle, which is very long, very nasty. People get very sad and angry and mad, that type of stuff, right? But I mean, step, skip a step. I mean, man. So just be aware of that. You can see these clear trading ranges we've been having. Trading range. If we get stuck down here, maybe that'd be the time to buy for a long-term holder. But do be careful when it comes to Shiba Inu. There's more exposure than I thought on that one. and I'm hoping Crypto.com they can fix that. And this is their cold wallet address, full proof of reserve to come later. That's good to know, I guess. Let's see. And this is from 4 hours ago. Crypto.com freezing customer accounts due to their own mistake of not stopping trading of Gala token. Huh. I wonder what happened with Gala. They are asking customers to pay back USD or drain their frozen assets. Whoa. Wonder what the heck is going on here. Let me just read this very fast. Dear Marco, as a result of a technical issue, you incorrectly benefited from overcredited transactions relating to the Gala token. All these transactions were performed at an aberrant value, rendering all of your Gala token-based transactions between the 3rd of November to the 4th of November void. We have determined that as a result of the aberrant transactions, your account has been overcredited in the following amount: $5,311. Wow. Access to your app and exchange accounts have been temporarily suspended. We respectfully request that you repay the above stated amount and currency in your app or exchange balance so that we may lift the interim limitation. Please complete the appropriate steps and deposit the repayment account within 72 hours of this email. As an appreciation of cooperation, users who repay their repayment amount and within 24 hours. I guess that ends there. Wow. Let me go over here very fast and just type in crypto.com. See if there's any other news on it. That's pretty darn weird. I never heard of that. Let's see. This is from crypto.com. That's the Chris guy that we just mentioned there. Yeah, so they're holding like 600 million of Shiba Inu coin, which is 20% of their assets in the cold wallet now. Huh. Yeah, see, I don't know what's going on with that, but see, that's just another red flag to me in this time where you don't want to have red flags out for your company. So be careful of Shib, but now I would also say be very careful of Crypto.com. It's almost to the point where you just have to not trust anybody except for yourself and the assets that you own, which is why I have that link posted above. And hey, Secret Fish, happy to see you back. Stay away from Shib. Secret says the same thing. I'd be careful with Crypto.com as well right now. You just got to be careful. I don't know what the heck that problem was, but like for them to have a problem, somebody take advantage of it. It shouldn't be up to the person to pay it back. Crypto.com, at least in my opinion, should be able to suffer the loss there and take it like a man, so to speak. But yeah, so be careful with it. Some of these other ones like Matic, this has exposure over here to FTX debacle as well. I think we were just looking at that form here a few seconds ago. Let me just pull it back up. Is this one? Yeah, so this is the Alameda Research. This is what they invested in, some part. $450 million into Polygon. So again, this is another one to be careful of. It's running up against that 20-month moving average almost exactly here. I would hope it can really pop above that and we can see some really all-time highs and stuff like that. But again, right, if this thing does continue want to teeter back down along with Bitcoin and whatnot, check this out. Or let's just go from here to here. Then we might be looking at support short-term around 69 cents. And then we start going all the way down from 69 cents to 30 cents. After 30 cents, we go down to 13. And I say this because the coins that usually drop the most at the end of the day are usually the coins that were kind of staying up high for a weird reason. So you guys know I started shorting Luna around like $104 and around $80. Because Luna, this isn't the same exact chart, but Luna was way up here when the rest of the market was kind of way down here, and it really didn't make much sense to me. So the first opportunity I saw for a clear breakdown, I took full advantage of it and tried to make some money. So in this example, we really don't have the same setup as Luna, but you can imagine it being something like this, right? I waited for something like that to happen, the breakdown, then I shorted it to oblivion. And then other people jumped on, and then we had the really bad news about Luna crashing and burning, and that kind of just made me more money on top of it. But it's just a weird time, okay? But yeah, so be careful of this one. It hasn't gone down as much as other assets over the past few months. And it kind of worries me that it is going to have some issues. And if you look on the weekly chart as well, it's also running up against the 50-week moving average. I wasn't too concerned about this, honestly, as you guys can see right here. It wasn't too much of a level of resistance last time. This is where Bitcoin had its death cross, etc., etc. But it was a level of support and a little bit of resistance. It really wasn't too much of a level of resistance, though, right now. Or in the past, excuse me. All right. There's a bunch of other coins, but we'll talk about those individually. One other thing I would caution you guys is UFO coin finally kind of what could put today. I'm still buying some of this for the long term, but I do know this can go down a lot more. So small pieces, guys. No reason to go bulk and crazy. I only go in bulk every now and again just so I know I'm adding money into the market. But yeah, don't be afraid of a coin just having a big capitulation moment like that. Although I hope UFO coin gets cheap enough where I want to buy again. This is a short-term play here. This isn't long-term, but let me see. Is this holding up at all? No, a little bit. Maybe back down here. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie, everybody. Let's see where we go next. There we go. That should work out. Okay. Back on the 4. But right now, short-term mission, guys. Short-term mission. Get above that support level that we broke over the past few days, which is on the Bitcoin US dollar chart is around 17,591. On the Bitcoin Tether chart, $17,622. You can see that's a clear level of resistance right now. We need to break above that if we want to have any chance of going back up above $20,000 anytime soon. That's the goal we really want to shoot for here, okay? Now, let me make sure I said hi to everybody again. Hey, Sugarfish. Hey, BDK. Hey, Kilo Charlie. Hope you guys doing well. Crypto Yellow Vest. That sucks. A lot of this stuff sucks. A lot of this stuff, especially that Crypto.com stuff. Not what you wanted to be hearing. Let me get rid of this breakdown here from Bitcoin as well. We don't need that. We really just want to see us close above that level here. And I really hope we can. I don't want to see Bitcoin continue to fall. It's just going to be very, very, very pessimistic, right? There we go. Okie dokie right there. Thoughts on Cardano? Yeah, let's talk about that very fast. So ADA's been kind of weak relative to a lot of other coins out there. Let's see, go over here to the weekly chart. Let's get rid of this. We're just going to put everything back on here in a second. We can see this thing's been going down for a while. You know, this week that we had that was bad. It just happened, right? It just happened right here. But we've already been breaking down for the past month or so, which has been a little bit more of a concern for me. So while I do think that this will be fine in the long term, it really hasn't inspired much confidence for trading for me, unfortunately. Just had the death cross here. We're having issues staying above, trying to get above the 20-week moving average. But as far as where we might end up, you know, at the end of the day, you know, by the end of this bear market, see, we fell down below that support right there. That next stop for ADA is right around 23 cents. If we just zoom in here, let me just zoom in here. We don't need to see the whole picture. If we do manage to break down that far and hit that next level of support, then that's around another 32% loss for ADA, bringing the market cap a lot lower, but also bringing down the cost low so you can buy quite a bit. I tried to do a couple Fibonacci circles on here. I think it was like a month ago or something. I don't remember if anything actually good came up, but let me try it very fast. No, we rode that for a second. Yeah, we're almost getting to a pivot point right now, but that's a little bit late, I guess. Oh, no, we're pivoting off of that. So, yeah, we are pivoting around this time frame. But I don't see anything too crazy there. Let's go over here very fast. Anything right there? That's where the pivot happened. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like the next stop it wants to do is in the low 20s, somewhere around that 24, 23 cent range. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but that seems to be the next good pivot point if you wanted to have some confidence with it. Other than that, maybe I could go to one over here. I don't know if this one will work though. Let me give it a shot though, just in case. No, that one didn't work nearly as well as that last one. Maybe a little bit there, but that's not what we want to see. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, as far as 88, be careful of it going back down to the 24, 25 cent level. I'm hoping that the dollar index going down will help us out a little bit here as far as Bitcoin's concerned. There we go. If no more exchanges, what could we do with Bitcoin? And hey, Brighties, hope you're doing well, my man. I mean, there's always going to be exchanges out there, don't get me wrong, but right now everybody's just terrified of all the exchanges. So, you know, do you want to risk having your money on an exchange unless you're trading? I think the majority of people, like most of my money that is on exchanges, it's for trading. It's for doing leverage trading, buying breakouts, shorting breakdowns, trading within zones, that type of stuff. You guys know I've had a Ledger Nano wallet for a while, and here, if you guys click on the link, you guys don't have to buy anything. If you do, it just helps the channel. But if you guys hit the link in my comment section right here, I'll just open it up very fast over here. This is what it looks like. It just takes you straight to the Ledger Nano website. And so from here, they only really sell 2 wallets that you guys would have to pay attention to, or like you guys would care about. Nano S Plus, Nano X. I like the Nano X more, but there's really not too much of a difference here. So what I would say is compare devices. There we go. If you guys did want to move your assets off an exchange, and this is primarily for you long-term holders out there, you would buy either the $79 version, the $149 version, or another version from another website that you may like more than Ledger Nano. Maybe you guys do. There's a whole bunch of YouTube videos comparing a lot of different things out there, okay? Now, you can see, let's go down here. Okay, guess what? Up to 100 apps installed in your device among 5,500 compatible crypto assets, and this is S+, this is Ledger Nano X, just so you guys know again, S is cheaper than X, all right? But it's the same thing for both of them. Same thing for both of them. Again, same thing for both of them. Same thing. Same thing. They're pretty similar. Same thing. Same thing. Same. 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 Bluetooth on the X. No Bluetooth on the S. That's pretty much the only reason I bought the X, okay? You see this? Same screen, same USB connector, battery a little bit different. So battery gives another plus to the X. Weight a little bit weighs a little bit more, and it's a little bit larger. Those are the only differences, guys. So if you guys really want the 8 hours in standby mode battery, and you guys also want the Bluetooth, that's pretty much why you guys would get the Ledger Nano X. If you guys don't feel like you need those features, which is totally understandable, most people probably don't care. It's just kind of like an easy use type of thing. You guys with the Ledger Nano S Plus, right? So, careful with it. Careful transferring your money. Make sure you guys do it right. But there's tons of tutorials out there to help you guys out. But, now that FTX is going down, it's dragging BlockFi down with it. I don't know if any of you guys have really assets on BlockFi, but I know BlockFi has a whole bunch of different things they sell, or a bunch of products, I guess you would say. Let me see if their website's still working here. Oh, not BlockFi. There we go. Oh, and they even have on the top here, if you guys can see that, BlockFi is not able to operate business as usual. We have limited platform activity, including pausing client withdrawals as allowed under our terms. We request that our clients not deposit to BlockFi wallet or interest accounts at this time. Click to see more. We're not, because we already know what's going on there. But go down here. They got products. They have a wallet. They got trading, crypto-backed loans, and a credit card. I mean, if you guys have a crypto-backed loan to them, what do you guys do? What if this company goes bankrupt? Do you have to pay the loan back? There's a whole bunch of random stuff. Now, I'm sure somebody's going to buy the debt that you owe, but it's gonna be very weird to see how all of this goes through its own process, because I don't even know how this process is gonna work. But they got stuff for institutional traders, miners, exchanges, and ATMs. I mean, it's more than just an exchange at some of these companies here. This is the BlockFi credit card right here, getting unlimited 1.5% back in crypto on every purchase. If you guys have a credit card, or even I don't think you're going to be able to get that stuff back anytime soon. So be careful, because we just never know how far all of this really extends. And I know a little bit about the realm of finance. Maybe Secret Fish knows something. Maybe some of you guys I've talked to about finance know a little bit. But I mean, how many of us, even if we know something about the world of finance, how many of us actually understand truly what's going on, with all the details? None of us are employees. We kind of just have to be safe for safety's sake, like we were with Voyager. And that's how I'm kind of playing all this. Let me see if I can find that picture for you guys very fast. This This is all Alameda Research and FTX Ventures portfolios. So this is, a lot of stuff that they bought into, they're part of, and I just can't zoom in because of the way it works. It works here, but maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. There you go. Now it's a little bit larger. Look at all that. That is a lot of stuff, guys. That is a lot of stuff. And it's just, oh gosh, we'll have to wait a couple weeks to see how bad this affects all of these projects out there. There we go. All right. Now, what are you guys talking about here? Let's see. Thoughts on ADA? Oh, I just talked about that. What's right here? And hey, Alentime, happy to see you back. I like the circles. What circles? Probably something I talked about a few minutes ago. Let's see. And hey, DJ King, I'm happy you didn't miss my man. I'm always happy when people get the notifications from YouTube. I know it can suck when people don't get it. Let's see. And hey, Rodriguez, as far as Coinbase and Coinstock, yeah, same thing. They have different regulations. I'm going to trust their CEO, and I'm hoping I'm right on this, but I don't think they're necessarily going to go bankrupt or anything like that. Or if they ever have financial problems, I don't believe that people are going to be. It's going to be because I think they have enough right now that if there's a run on their bank, they'll be able to survive. But I got to verify that. There's a video I'd say watch. I can't play it right now because of YouTube's dumb rules, but. If you go to Coinbase CEO, yeah, there's a video that he did with CNBC yesterday. Has 33,000 views, and it says not all companies in the crypto are set up like FTX was. It says Coinbase CEO, and that way, I think he talks a little bit about his own company there as well. One from 2 months ago, and that's another one that doesn't involve the CEO. But I would take a look at that. From an asset perspective, if you want to buy, I would not be buying Coinbase right now. I would try to buy it sometime next year. When the market kind of hits that next capitulation zone. So I would say somewhere at the end, like I said before, at the end of Q1, somewhere in Q2 most likely, I'd be willing to buy Coinbase. I'm going to start buying Robinhood more aggressively around that time. Because if we go over here, maybe I should just go over to Finbase. Okay, yeah, let's go there. Let me zoom out a little bit. You can see our healthcare took a hit today. I have a lot of stuff in healthcare, but my oil took back off, so that was very nice. I'm happy oil is going back up. But if we go over here to, let's go to Hood first. You'll see that Hood has been bouncing around a lot over the past few days. I mean, it dropped from $12 all the way to $8, and it soared back up here to $10. That's not what you want to see at all. But it's losing money. The market cap is $9 billion. I think this goes down a lot more over the next year, so I'm going to try to buy some around there. And really, the only reason I'm buying right now, even I've been buying for a while now, only reason I'm buying is because I hope they get bought out by another competitor. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, as far as coin is concerned, Coinbase, same thing. I hear it, although it looks a lot smaller. You had a dump from around $57 all the way to $46. Now all the way back up to $57. This is still losing money over here. My head not blocking it. Okay, good. It's still losing money. However, it does have a larger market cap of around $13 billion. I just don't know why a bank doesn't go in and buy this stuff up. But I think they're just waiting for the regulation before they start buying up a whole bunch of companies. But I really don't know. I think Robinhood will be a steal for a company that wants to buy it. Same with Coinbase. These companies aren't really being managed properly, if you ask me, or efficiently, I would say. So I would like to see another company come on board, like a TD Ameritrade or some type of a larger institutional bank, buy it, understand all the rules by having all the context in the industry, usually like lobbyists and people at the SEC that usually have worked for some of these companies in the past, right? And I'd like to see what they're able to do with this platform and how they're able to make some money off of it. But, how they're able to apply it to all the new regulations that are probably going to be coming out next year. I don't know if this bill that Sam was working on is going to be passed anytime soon, but I wouldn't be surprised if Democrats try to push through the finish line, knowing how much money he donated to them. He donated a lot. So there is going to be some hearings about that. If Republicans manage to take the House and the Senate, I think they just need one, though, to get the hearings rolling here. See, Solana funding rate has been off the hook. There's a bit of a panic right now. Definitely. See, and hey, Thess, happy to see you back. You got your Ledger Nano X wallet today and took everything off the exchange. Congratulations. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's the way I always look at it. Just better to be safe than sorry. Let's see. And hey, Yellowbus, my ledger is empty with altcoins since 2 years. And Jamie says, I've got one but need a cable. Been meaning to order one for ages. It is weird how you have to order the other stuff for it. Let's see. But I feel like holding crypto worth less than the ledger itself might be a little silly. I could be wrong, though. It might prevent me from throwing my Coinbase and learn and earn away in the futures, though. I mean, it's usually like, you know, just add more and more and more onto it. When you're first starting off, it's not going to be a huge amount. But at least, you know, even if you only had like $10 of crypto on the wallet, and you know, at least if it's better that $10 be in your wallet instead of FTX, right? Especially if you're trying to make it some type of either a long form of income, like, you know, you buy now, you sell the next bull market, and then you have a bunch of money to live off of for a while. Or if you guys are thinking more retirement, it's nice to have that option, so you know that if you can't trust the exchanges, which right now it's very hard to trust many exchanges, right? All right. You know that you'll have a little bit of, you know, you can be safe. And then, you know, depending on how you guys want to do it, if you guys have a lockbox, you can put it in your lockbox. If you guys have a safety security box at a bank, you guys can put it there. You guys can put it lots of places. You know, it's not like you're going to be using the wallet daily or anything like that. Like, you know, I know a lot of people that just buy crypto once a month to do dollar cost averages. One of my friends, he buys about $1,000 a month of crypto. Just $1,000. I mean, that's actually a lot of money. $1,000 a month of crypto. And then that one day that he buys it all on the exchange, and he transfers it right over to Ledger Nano wallet. Then he goes all the way back to his bank and he puts it back in the safety deposit box, and that's it. Yeah, nice and easy. Depends on how you guys are doing that, how that process works for you. But you know, if you guys are dollar cost averaging, you don't have to, like, you know, buy here, put it directly on the Ledger Nano wallet. You can keep it on there for like a week or so while you kind of get your wallet and stuff like that. But if you guys keep it at home, sorry, there's a coyote or something in the back. If you guys are just keeping it at home, you guys can easily just go to your room, open the lockbox, put it in, and you could do it every single time you buy if you wanted to. It just where you keep it, kind of, you know, you have to work that into your schedule. Excuse me. And hey, Kilo, just curious why I only see M on your YouTube instead of your name. M? I don't know. Let me go over here to YouTube. It says Michael Whitman for me. I don't know. It says Michael Whitman right here too. Let me watch this channel very first. It says Michael Whitman here. I'm not on mobile though, so that might be what's going on, but I don't know. That's something interesting. I'll have to take a look at it though. Maybe YouTube's glitching out or something. I have absolutely no idea here. Absolutely no idea. But let me know if the problem persists. See. Do I think now is a good time to get back into Solana? I mean, if you're going to do a little bit of dollar cost averaging, maybe. But this is still working itself out, so I'd be very hesitant to be getting back into Solana. Let me answer Kilo's questions first, very fast. Let's see. LRCX. Oh, stock. Okay. So, Lamb Research Corporation. Wow, what a nice little rally over the last couple days. So be careful. It's getting back up here into the selling range. Right up here. Oh, let's move this. There we go. Get the magnet out of the way. Yeah, we're getting back into that selling range right now. So if you did want to buy off of this golden cross, you might be able to see it go back up to maybe around $530, which is no small thing coming from $500, right? And then from there, it might pivot back down. Then it's going to be a waiting game to see if it pivots back or we continue dropping back down. But let me go over here on the 4-hour chart very fast. Where do those lines come from? Okay, whatever. Golden cross is happening right here. Yeah, I think you're probably going to reach a top sometime soon, either probably sometime next week or maybe even early this week. Say, no, today's Friday. Yeah, today is Friday. Okay. So probably sometime mid next week, maybe Thursday, Wednesday. I think you're going to hit a top. If we do break above it, that might be an okay opportunity to buy. But I'd personally be waiting for some type of breakout. The breakout that you saw here was right there. See the resistances, breakout, zoomed up. That was the buying opportunity for me. If you are trying to buy, you're going to get a nice little profit, but you're really just going to be in and out unless you want to take on the added risk of the market, of the price breaking above the 530 resistance, or if you're going to be buying some puts at that resistance level, hoping that it continues its old trend of popping back up, dropping down, popping up, dropping back down. Yeah, but this has been a pretty nice play so far. Let me go to the weekly chart here very fast. Oh yeah, an old breakdown. Right? No, this is a weird spot to put a trend line. How'd this work out? Yeah, and also managed to break back above this old level of what was support. Now it's resistance. Huh. Yeah, not too bad. I'd be very, very careful. This is a pretty aggressive move up. I would say maybe a couple more days of going up, then it's going to probably do a pretty sizable reversal here. Let's see. Yeah, I'd be careful, but yeah, it seems like it'd be fun to trade here. I'd be buying like calls around the 520, 515 range, holding them for maybe 2 to 3 days. So I buy them maybe Monday, try to see what happens on Tuesday, Wednesday. If Wednesday's looking okay, I might scale some out. Then I'll see what happens on Thursday. And if Thursday's not going my way, I'll sell the rest. If Thursday is going my way, I'll scale it a little bit more and see what happens Friday. And hey, Jay, you are a genuine, down-to-earth person. I really appreciate it. I hope you will never change once you become famous and rich in the future. I wish nothing but the success and best for you. I appreciate that a lot. So, as far as my personality, if I ever make a bunch of money, I do think money changes people. But I have to say, I'm a little too awkward to really fit into the wealthy lifestyle. Lifestyle. I'm more of a guy, like, if I ever made like a lot of money, you might see me buy a new car, not a flashy car, just a new car. You'd probably see me get the best computer I possibly can, and like I already have like a $3,500 computer. I'd like to buy like a $20,000 computer. I'd like to buy I don't even care about like a decent house with a large yard, and then I'd be traveling more. That's about it. Uh, yeah. I mean, I make pretty good money now, and I don't even try to like be fashionable. I got my rings. Got my $30 glasses because my other ones broke. These ones just feel comfortable, so I never another one afterwards. And I don't know. I'm not even wearing nice shoes right now. I'm wearing my old hunting boots because I took Loki on a walk and I didn't want to walk out there in my I have those like Under Armour slippers. So yeah, yeah. I'm a pretty simple guy. You might see me shopping at Whole Foods a little bit more, but that's only because I can afford a lot more stuff there. Let's see. And hey, Kilo, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, I just saw it now. I really do appreciate that very, very much. And Loki snacks, I will buy Loki some snacks with it. I'll give him a snack right now to say thank you. But I don't know what Loki is actually. Loki. Maybe he'll make his way over here. I have the door opened upstairs, so he might be wandering around. Oh, no, here it comes. There you go. Loki. Dude, your claws are too long. Say hi to Kilo. He's looking at. Oh, he didn't want to play the game. Okay, I'm sorry, Loki. There you go. Can I hold your paw? Can I hold your paw? No, he doesn't like people touching his paw. Okay, or paws. There you go. Okie dokie. Let's get back into here. Thank you very much, Kilo. I really do appreciate it. And Athos, have you had an opportunity to try one of those rice recipes from Aaron and Claire on YouTube? No, I checked one out, and I talked with my mom, and we're going to make one of them, I think it was like next week. We're pretty much all just getting ready for Thanksgiving. So I let my mom use my refrigerator, and basically I have like no room for my own personal food. I think all I have in the refrigerator that's mine right now is a like a container of meat fat for Loki's dog food that I made. I had milk, but I just drank the rest of it today after eating some spice noodles and some Mogu Mogu juices. That's all I have in my fridge right now. Because we're almost like piling up for like a really big Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna get some things for Thanksgiving, but it's gonna be right beforehand. And what's right here? You can create a paper wallet also if no ledger. That's true as well. And hey, Kilo, I'm on PC. Yeah, I wonder what it is. I don't know. That is very, very weird. Very, very weird. And hey, Trev, happy to see you back. Do I still like STMX? I do, but it's a long-term hold, so be careful with it. It's not something I would want you guys dumping a whole bunch of money on right now at this point in time. It's just something I dollar cost average into. I probably have close to a about $1,000 worth now. But I would say I've only invested about $500 into it. And this is like after the whole crash thing we've seen, so it was a little bit higher. But the only reason I have so much STMX is because of what we talked about over the past few months. So if I go over here very fast, let me pop up STMX. Let's go to the daily chart. Before all this stuff happened, every time we had these random spikes on Binance, see it, spike, spike, spike. You know, I sold, bought back lower, so I accumulated more coins, right? So I didn't take the profits. Did the same thing here, sold, bought over here, got more coins, bought, sold up. Well, I sold here, here, and here. I didn't get the top, unfortunately, but that's my luck, right? Right. And then I was able to buy more over here, 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 and here, and then I ran out because I just, I only had so much from over here. And so I've been able to accumulate way, way more coins. But I think, at the end of the day, this is worth maybe up to a $500 investment, honestly. And for average, not even average, most people, $100, $50, see where it goes. Remember, guys, when it comes to these smaller coins that we talk about, whatever they may be, STMX, I do like the utility here, and we'll talk about that in a second. Oh, let's just do that now. It's really easy. Right? Very basic concept. Nothing really crazy going on here. The easiest way to earn crypto, just sign up, shop, and earn crypto cash back. Who said crypto had to be hard? Think of like a honey or something like that, where basically you shop. Like here, let me go shop. Oh, I guess it's the website. So you download the app, you visit one of their 1,000 online stores, activate the reward, and check out like you normally do, and then you get crypto cash back. And so the theory here is you guys are going to be so happy to get crypto cash back instead of like a cash back, just regular cash, that you're going to go through their app, sign up for it. You guys are going to buy the same things you do already, which they have a lot of. Maybe I can find the products. And I see, okay, here you go. Like eBay, New Balance, Nike, Groupon, Agata, Lego, Adidas, Macy's, Sonos, Levi's. They're pretty traditional brands, right? So it's not like you're not going to be stretched to try to find anything. You buy what you need, and you get crypto cash back. And the cool thing about this here is, normally when you get cash back, you're normally using like a credit card or something. You don't have to go that route if you don't want to. Not everybody needs another credit card. But you see, you spend $89, you earn like $14 in cash back. All right. Now, I don't think it's always going to be this high of numbers. I think this is probably just the website. But this is a concept that can work, and this is a concept that a company wouldn't be afraid to go in on this because they're just getting more sales because of it, and they're not the ones that are paying you back in crypto. That's up to StormX to really facilitate that process here. But yeah. Oh, and back over here, let's get out of that website. The market cap is only 51 million. It's a very, very small market cap. Very, very small market cap. So the fear is I'm not all like praise and whatnot. The fear here is this is just another company. What happens if it goes bankrupt? The coin goes to zero. Right? That's the fear. But I think I'm not too concerned about that personally. But it's on a bunch of exchanges. If I can scroll down that far, right? Bunch of exchanges. It's widely available to be traded. It's even on FTX I'm making too much fun of that already. But yeah, you can buy in a lot of places basically. But just like a lot of coins out there right now, though, if let me do this. If Bitcoin continues to drop, STMX will continue to drop, and you will probably see it come all the way back down here to like 0.003 or something like that. And from where we are already, that would still be about another like 40-45% drop. So that's why baby bites in here. And then once everything is figured out down the road, then I'll be happy to see it kind of go big boom, 2023, 2024, whenever we're kind of out of this next recession. And just so you can see this very fast, where can I find it? Overview. Market cap. All. The all-time high for market cap was only $691 million. If this thing ever gets to the billions, which I hope it can, I'd be very happy buying at around 50 million, 20 million, whatever it ends up going to. I'd be okay dollar cost averaging there, and then I would like to see, the market cap go from 50 million up to a billion. I don't even know what that move would be. Oh gosh, darn it. Initial value 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, 5 million, 50 million. Final value is you got 1, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion. 1900% increase? No. And then you just turn that, what is that? So 1900. So let's go 50. 1900. That $50 would turn into 1,000, theoretically, right? So that's the goal here. And would I want to make more than just for $950 of profit? Sure, but then I would have to invest way more money. So right now I have about you okay, Loki? I don't even know how much I said in there, like $1,000 or so. So 500, no, 500 and 2,000. That would turn $1,000 into 1,900, but I think, or 500 is what I think I said it's worth. $500 to $9,500. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. And you've seen a lot of coins move above 1,900%. I mean, a lot of them tens of thousands. I'm being very conservative with all this, but this doesn't seem like something that's going to go like parabolic. The whole world's going to be talking about like Dogecoin. This just seems like something that's going to be in the background, but something in the background that's making me money. And that's kind of how I like it when it comes to a lot of these coins. All right. Loki's mad at me for some reason. He's just, you guys can't see him, but his... Oh no, he saw me move. There we go. He wants some type of attention right now. There he goes. Dude, I gotta trim your claws. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's what he's asking for. Trim the claws. There we go. I'll make sure this is moved over a little bit. There we are. And hey, Trev, happy Friday, happy Friday. I totally forgot it was Friday. Hey, Monica, does fiat USD and safe and FDI insured despite requesting money back from FTX and Binance? I only got 1/2 of money rest in sending status. Hold on. So you would have to look at the actual rules for FTX to see if it's FDIC insured for their wallet. So different exchanges have different rules. Like I know for Voyager's rules, because I had money on Voyager at a point. If when you had US dollars in the Voyager app, it wasn't actually held by the Voyager company. It was held by a separate institution, and that institution had their money insured. If FTX has something similar like that, similar to that, then yes, it would be insured, but you're still gonna have to wait for the insurance to go through and your money to come back to you. I don't know how the process of that's gonna work during a bankruptcy, but I'm sure you would be able to get back if it is insured, but it will take time. Hopefully, the rest of it comes back to you over the next few days here. Usually, cash is a little bit easier to move than fiat, the crypto at this point. And hey, Bitcoin Mania, brother, if you make more than you spend, you are financially free. You're welcome. there's a lot of truth to that one. Love the stream, bro. Long-time Ninja viewer. Dude, I appreciate that very, very, very much. I have a lot of viewers like that, and I appreciate it. Look, he's giving me looks. He's like headbutting my leg, and then he's like, yeah, I'm doing it. But what do you call it now? I'm giving him head scratches, and his tail's wagging up a storm. But yeah, I mean, as far as being financially free and stuff like that, I got to help support my mom and sister, and my sister's about to go to college, so that's going to cost money. But I'm pretty sure she's going to go over. Ow! I'm pretty sure she's going to go over to. His head got tangled up in the wires. I'm pretty sure. What are you biting? Okay. Wait for. Okay. He almost knocked down my little light thing, and that would have been just bad. Okay, but anyway. Oh, he's back. Whatever I was going to say about finance and stuff like that. I just try to save as much as I can because I know I got these purchases coming up. But she's going over to, I think, Western Washington, which I don't think is actually too expensive of a school. She's going over here. I think this is her first choice. I know she got accepted, so I'm pretty sure she's going here. But it's up way north, way north in the middle of nowhere in Washington. I almost went here myself, but instead of going here, I went to somewhere even more in the middle of nowhere. I went to Bozeman, Montana. But it's a nice school, right? Little school up here. You zoom out, and Canada's right there. Canada's right there, Vancouver. I live down here. So it's like a 2-3 hour, maybe 2.5 hour drive up here. Not too bad at all. But where I went to college was way, left over here. Want to get away from the family. Came over to Bozeman. And now Bozeman's grown. Back when I lived in Bozeman, none of this existed. This is like way different now, actually. A lot of this didn't exist. It was mostly just like a main street and like maybe 10 bars or something like that, but just all along the street. Now they have houses all through here, but I guess they don't have it updated. Let me see if I go over here to road view. Let's go over here. Actually, let's just go over here. You see how there's nothing but grass? Oh no, they still had this farmland here. Yeah, this is all houses now. And they didn't do a good job of putting the houses down, so it all floods. So they have like hoses there all the time to get the excess rainwater out. They did not plan appropriately for those houses, but it was growing so fast. Let's see. And hey, Perez, I forgot I had $100 in Voyager on BitTorrent. Now it's over $1,000. Is there any way to access this on Voyager? Been out of the loop when it comes to crypto. So right now, no. So let me kind of show you what's been going on here. Voyager went bankrupt, or they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy because of running out of money due to the Three Arrows Capital fiasco, which is that they loaned money basically to this hedge fund. The hedge fund did some really crazy leverage bets. The hedge fund went kaput, and then Voyager didn't have enough money, so there was a run on the bank, and they just went kaput as well. Then FTX came in and bought them after they went bankrupt. And the thought was that, hey, FTX is going to buy them, and then people are going to be able to get a portion of their money back after all said and done. Well, unfortunately, FTX itself just went kaput, and now Voyager is looking for new bidders to buy the company so people can get a portion of their money back. They said there was 3 separate ways you would be able to get your money back after all said and done. The first one is going to be you're going to be getting back perhaps a portion of your crypto, I think it was. But I don't think you're going to be getting back the BitTorrent. I think it's just what it's worth. So maybe a portion of your crypto. The second way I think was a stable coin. Or the third option was if the company is ever restructured and it has stocks again, like like the stock market, a security, you might get paid in that security. So those were a couple of the ways they were talking about it. I don't know whichever one they settled on, unfortunately. But they just tweeted off a while ago, Voyager, that about the FTX situation. So, yeah. So let me just pull this up. So Voyagers, as a result of the Chapter 11 filing by @FTX official and FTX US, we have reopened the bidding process and are in the active discussions with alternative bidders. For more information, please read our joint press release with Voyager UCC. And so, you can read more of this if you want to, but, forward-looking statements, yada, yada, yada. You don't really have to read all this stuff, but, they're trying to get bought again. There's hopefully some more bidders out there, but I don't know who was trying to bid for Voyager in the past. Who was bidding for Voyager? Let's see. Maybe if I go here for Seeking Alpha, maybe they have like a second place run up or something. So the no shop provisions, the deal between Voyager, okay. So I can go here. What the heck is this? Oh, do I have to sign in? Oh, okay, it's locked. Okay, well. Yeah, so it won't tell me. But yeah, so, I mean, there might be a way to find out, but for now, it's just going to be a longer process. Don't delete your information. Remember your password. Remember your stuff like that. Because eventually, I'm pretty sure they'll reach out to you and say, hey, how do you want some of your money back? Or they'll at least try to update you on what's going on. But I would assume that Voyager itself still is going to be emailing you throughout the process. So if you go to email and you type in Voyager in the search bar, you should see some of the previous messages they've been sending to you. They may get caught up in spam, though. I know I've been getting spammed for Uber Eats like 20 a day at this moment in time. Oh, and yeah, eTribe just said right there, check your email. There you go. Let's see. Any samples? You think it's better than Social Good Crypto Rewards app? Social Good Crypto Rewards app? I don't know what Social Good Crypto Rewards app is. Let me just Google it very fast. It said Social Rewards. Social Rewards. Oh, Social Good. Social Good, the app that gives you 100% crypto back. Let's see. Shop to earn 100% crypto back, over 50 million rewarded in the past, 2 million users, $100 sign up bonus. Just like it. So they're on a bunch of the same stuff as STMX. They got a bunch of brands here as well. I don't know. It looks pretty good, just like STMX. It looks a little bit more cluttered, but that's okay as long as the app is working, or token ecosystem. Wonder what their coin is. Number of social good users is skyrocketing. Buy SG from top exchanges. So it's on a bunch of them. Let's go over here very fast. Let's go over here. SG, social good. The market cap is so small it just hasn't registered on my my watch list yet. But I'll plop it on there and I'll see what I can find. Add to main watch list. Yeah. There we go. Fully diluted market cap, 23 million. So it's about half the market cap of STMX. Let's go to the last month. Been doing a whole bunch of nothing, just coming down, I guess, like the rest of the market here. A little bit of a pop today. Over the last year, it's come down from 87 cents all the way down to about 3 cents. So it has come down a lot. So you can buy it on a few. So Mexi, Bitrex, okay, Bitmart. So you can buy it on a few exchanges. Little risky if you ask me. However, let's see. This guy says, I still don't trust this project. Firstly, the stop withdrawals for so long, then during the time the price tanked. Now withdrawals are limited to $50 a month. Crazy. So they might be dealing with some problems right now. That's fine. I would say I would still toss $20 at it to see where it goes, but I would have to buy it off of one of those exchanges. So, but yeah, this market cap might go down to $10 million before it all said and done. So I might wait a little bit. But I mean, $5 now, $5 in like 2 months, $5 2 months from then. Sure, why not? I mean, it's not going to harm me too much, but would I be tossing hundreds of bucks into this? Probably not. Not until they get some more proof on this stage. But if you're just popping in $5 or $10, it'll be worth hundreds of bucks by the time you really want to get into it and start buying, right? But yeah, it seems fine. Little red flags every now and again, but it doesn't seem like it's like a really, really bad. The fact that they're having some issues with payments concerns me. So maybe what's working out for STMX is maybe they're not giving as much money back in payments, but it allows them to be a little bit more profitable and survive a little bit longer, especially during this upcoming recession. Doggo be like Win Moon Human. What do you call it? I mean, for real, he's stretching right now, but he keeps on trying to bother me. He knows I'm working. Um, I was told that if I ever went to Montana, I would never leave. Montana is absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I'm an avid fisherman. Let me see. I don't have the map anymore. Bozeman map. I lived over here in Montana when let me see if I can find this. So my college job was over here downtown at a place called the Bozeman Bowl, which is just a bowling alley. But my freshman year, I lived in a place called North Hedges, right here. Yeah, North Hedges right there. You just walk to your campus. After that, I lived over here in this little, no, it's by Safeway. There it is. This little house right here. Not the best roommates, but I had one good roommate who I really, really liked. And then after that, the parents of that house, of the family that lived there, was just jackasses. We moved over here to this apartment complex. I gotta find it. It's past the school. It's not even on the map here. Oh yeah, it's a field here. Okay, yeah. There's an apartment complex here. Yeah, it's weird how everything is like the arrows. Yeah, so it's kind of weird how stuff is here and not. Or maybe I'm mistaking about the. Oh no, it's right here. Sorry, the apartment complex right here. It's there. I was just wrong about the spot. So I lived right there, and then afterwards I lived. Okay, the house isn't here. Maybe it is somewhere over here. I don't remember. That was like the place I wasn't there for too long. Because I moved back here. But there's a river here. All right, the Gallatin. Fly fishing on this river is great. You can go all the way up into the mountains. You can go way up here into Big Sky Country if you go to the right, and you go past Livingston, but not before Big Timber. There is a huge mountain with Livingston Peak. I don't know if I can find it here. Livingston, there it is, Livingston Peak. Great place to walk around, and you can go hiking for like we did day hikes over there, just days and days of just hiking. Just watch out for the wolves because Yellowstone is kind of around here, so Yellowstone National Park, but it's absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. I like water too much to stay there, but I mean, it was great. They also have a massive lake out here, Fort Peck. I caught a massive pike over here a long time ago, like a couple feet long. It was great. But yeah, really, really fun spot. A lot of fishing tournaments over there. But yeah, Montana is absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. Just make sure you have a work from home job if you go over there. It seems to be like a hard way to make really good money if you live out there because all the jobs are kind of out in Seattle, like the coastline, or in the cities. But nobody wants to live in this. Like if you're going to live in Montana, you don't really want to live in the city. You want to have a job that's in the city, but you want to work from home, and then you want to have a nice home that's like away from nobody, or at least in the mountains where there's like a nice community. You don't want to be near the city, or you don't want to live in the city. It's too much stuff, especially when you're out in the beautiful nature spots. What's right there? Hey, Mike, I'm not sure if you saw my comments before. Whale number 3 bought a lot of Bitcoin. He thinks we will break out, I guess. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this works out right now. I did see that a little bit ago. I think it was yesterday we talked about it. He usually buys after a dump, and when he sells, that's usually a big sign to start selling, or at least be aware that a downturn may be coming. He sold right before this one, and it was not as much fun. And yeah, Bitcoin's still going sideways right now. And hey, Dogeking, sorry if this sounds kind of dumb, but when they say not your keys, not your crypto, they're referring to this issue. So if we transfer crypto from, let's say, MetaMask to FTX, we wouldn't be able to pull out. So, yeah, so if you had money in FTX right now, you can't pull it out because technically you don't own the crypto, right? So when you hold crypto on Robinhood or Webull or FTX or Binance, stuff like that, it's not your crypto technically. You're holding it kind of, but if the company goes bankrupt, it's not yours. You can't. It's like you're not entitled to it really. So what you do for your long-term positions is when you buy large amounts of crypto, you have large amounts of crypto that you're going to be holding for years, instead of having the extra risk of it being on an exchange, you just pull it onto your hard wallet. So even if I bought it off of Binance, I transferred it over to my Ledger Nano, transferred over there. Even if Binance went kablooey and it went bankrupt, the crypto is on my Ledger Nano. It's mine. I can take it from here, there, everywhere. It's mine. While it's on the exchange, you kind of own it, but you really don't. Does that make sense? It's extra liability that you really don't want to worry about. But yes, that's why they say it like that. And hey X, happy to see you back, man. Should I buy a Lambo now or in 2024? I would buy it in 2024 only because I'm hoping interest rates are going to be going down just a little bit here. Would I invest in a product that has 1 million? If yes, what do you think about the one extra nada? I can't pronounce that. I mean, yes. I mean, I'm open to buying crypto in any different any crypto product out there. It's just the lower the market cap, the lower my investment has to be in order for me to make a bunch of money off of it. So this one has a $21,000 market cap, which looks very, very tiny, very, very small. So I might put $1 into this, $2, $5. When it comes to stuff that's this small, you have to equate it to something that's kind of like that you just don't really think about in your everyday life. Like I haven't gotten a cup of coffee in a while here, but when I go get a cup of coffee, it usually costs me about $7 to $8. Okay, unless it's not maybe a Dutch Bros, then it's maybe $5 to $6 or something like that. Okay, so let's say I go to Starbucks, I get myself an $8 coffee, maybe a little bit of a breakfast sandwich that may bring it up to around $15 or something. Okay, that means that, hey, I'm not going to be eating any Starbucks this week because I put $15 into this. I have to equate it a little bit here. So, $5, $10, sure, but nothing more than that. Nothing more than that for something like this. Two things here. Look at the volume. It's $100 of volume for the entire day. Very, very, very small amount. I want to be careful of liquidity here. Looking overall, it looks like it used to be over here around 0.001. Now it's really just slowly dying. Just slowly dying. And I don't know where you can buy it, though. You can buy it. Oh, that's trending. Probit Global, PancakeSwap, and FindX Block. It needs to be on more exchanges personally before I'd really want to go buy this. I'm not going to go swap it on Pancake. I'm not going to open up an account on FindX Box or Probit Global. Not going to do that. I'll just wait and see if it ever pops up on a BitGet or a Femex or a BingX or a Binance or a KuCoin. And if it does, sure, I'll buy some. But right now, nah, I'm okay. It's at 21,000. I'll pass. But if it ever gets on another exchange, sure. Right? Liquidity score is 1, then 68, then 142. Yeah, I'd be careful with it, but it looks like it's just fallen down so much that it's not even worth selling at this point. Pretend as this was never there, right? So people aren't too happy with the progress the coin has made so far. Let's see. And hey, Cohen, what about VGX Voyager token? Let me just double check this Voyager tokens. We haven't talked about that in a long time. Yeah, it is Voyager token. Okay. Up 40%. So I believe that's off of the news of what we've been seeing for let me just do this. There you go. It's off the news that they're talking with new bidders. So people are using that to blow up the price, and shorts are entering back in. It's a pretty volatile time. Be careful because you are hitting that level of resistance, but maybe you can break out above that. But I believe it's off the news that now they're open to other bidders, and another bidder may be coming in pretty soon, and they have a chance of rebirth, so to speak, right? Because the Voyager token, like if Voyager gets bought out and Voyager gets fixed up, whether it's like integrated or not, the Voyager token may have a nice little pop there, and people are just playing around with it. It's moved up from around the 23 cent level all the way up to 36 cent level. That's a great move. Be very, very careful. Don't get caught in a pump and dump, because eventually this will dump back down. Just kind of, let's go to the daily chart. Right? Pump, 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 dump, dump, dump. Pump, 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 dump, dump, dump. Just be careful of it. It may be the start of a multi-day pump, so that might be pretty funny if you guys want to trade. But just understand, ever since Voyager went kaput, this is after it went kaput right here. It used to have more information here. It's been going down steadily, so don't get fooled by it. But yeah, you could have a lot of fun off of it. It's just off of the news we just shared a couple seconds ago, this one. As a result of the Chapter 11 filing by FTX official, We have reopened the bidding process and are in active discussions with alternative bidders. Okay. There we go. Anything else here on Twitter? Elon says, quite the day. I gave that a like. Oh, that was 19 hours ago. Blue check invasion. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we should good. Okay, we should be fine. Okay. But yeah, nice little pump right now. Looks like a lot of action. Should be a lot of fun. Just be careful. You are hitting that level of resistance. And I don't know if the Fibonacci level is going to really work on something this extreme. But here's the weekly chart. Let's get this. There you go. Ooh, I mean, is this really confirmed? I don't know. I mean, you'd be looking at a resistance level somewhere around here on 49 cents or 44 cents. Let me go over here to daily. Daily is what's going to have to work out. Yeah, you see resistance somewhere around 44 cents. Then after that, if it pops up, it might get all the way back up here to 61 cents. So it could actually have a really, really good time. But afterwards, it's going to dump. So just be careful when it does dump, okay? Man, and Bitcoin can't keep up to save its life right now. Oh wait, we haven't broken down yet. Never mind. Sorry, the line in my brain was off by a little bit. There you go. There we go. Okay. Let's see, and hey, BDK, $8. Mike living the high life. NVTA. Coffee in Seattle is just very, very expensive. Rather, Pacific Northwest is just very, very expensive. There's so much competition. Kilo, I'm sure you're talking about a stock since I don't see any crypto options here. NVTA, which is Invitae Corporation, I can't pronounce that. Another big blow up. Let's see. Low. Oh, it's low price though. Okay, what has this been doing? Oh, what the heck happened to this thing? What do they do? I feel like NVTA. Healthcare, diagnostics, and research. Healthcare was not looking too good today, so this is good to see something moving. There we go. 20% short float, so it is going to be a little bit of a short squeeze happening right now. Last time we had a squeeze, it popped up, and then we dumped down. It looks like we do have a nice bottom there around the $2 price range, so how are we doing right here? Look about a golden cross coming pretty soon. How do these pops usually work? Do they get smaller and smaller as time goes on? So I think this would be a small day trade. It's going to be a small swing trade. I actually hold this for a few days. I'd be happy to buy this anywhere under $4. However, the problem where the resistance level you're going to first try to break out above is right up here on 420. Aha. But if we can manage to break above that after you've already bought them, probably under $4, honestly, I think it can actually get back up to at least the $5 range, maybe $6. I don't know if it's going to be able to break above this level, though, right up here. There we go. Around 9, that seems kind of iffy to me. Maybe if the squeeze is strong enough, you could actually see that happening. But at least at this point, let's go over here. Already hitting that first level of resistance. Nothing wrong with that. Stop there for just a second. Okay, that's fine. Next stop after that is like 466. I think it'd be fine to take a small position off of this. I wouldn't feel too concerned about it. I wouldn't put a whole bunch of money into it, but I'd be willing to play it. It seems like it'd be pretty fun. Short squeeze opportunity. Looking to just break out above that 363 level here. Then after that, test out the 420. Then after that, you're at 471, 550, 650. Seems pretty good. I would probably start scaling out around 420 just to be safe, but I'd be more than happy to start, take a little bit extra risk and start scaling out only at 474. And then maybe if I'm buying at 361, I'd have a stop loss somewhere around here around $3.07, $3. That would give you a stop loss that's pretty, not crazy, but not something that's, 15, 16 for a short squeeze play. That's not too bad. But I like it. It looks like it could squeeze here. Be careful as it goes in Monday. Sometimes Mondays kill rallies, but if you're lucky, it should continue popping off. There we are. Okay. And hey, Mar, liquidity score. Oh, it just means how much is being traded. So, as our market. So, when you buy crypto or you sell crypto, let's say you want to buy crypto, you want there to be somebody that's willing to sell you. Remember, it's an exchange. We're exchanging different currencies. I'm exchanging Tether, UDSC, some type of stable coin, and I'm exchanging that for Bitcoin. I'm exchanging that for Dogecoin or Matic. I'm exchanging it. Well, what if you want to buy, but nobody wants to really sell? Well, that means that the bidding is less sellers means a higher demand, which means the price usually is kind of fluctuates a little bit. So if you want to buy at whatever the market price is, it may be a little bit more expensive on the exchange because nobody wants to sell it to you. So there's a lack of sellers there, and that could really mess up the price action of a coin on a particular platform or it's exchange. And hey, babyfish, Ethereum is dumping. Let's go over here very fast. Yep, it broke down a few minutes ago. I mean, Ethereum has to go down more, though. Ethereum has to come down a lot more compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin already broke down below its 2022 lows here, guys. June lows, if you want to call them that. I think Ethereum really just needs to come back down here towards $1,000. I'd be much happier if that would occur. We'll see if we bounce off of that level, or maybe we come all the way back down to $900 or so. But I would like to see a bounce, but we do need to come back down a little bit more here. We had a golden cross, got demolished by the FTX news here. The charts are going to be kind of wonky for the next few days because we had all this momentum going to the upside. And can you imagine if we had this good momentum, then we had really good CPI numbers, where we would be out at right now? Excuse me, guys. Jeez, we'd be at a very good spot in the crypto markets. But life hits you sometimes, and now we're not. Now we're kind of in this pessimistic spot where I think Ethereum can come all the way back down to $1,000, and that'd be a good short. Because I haven't been able to short Ethereum in a couple of days now. I shorted here. Can I do this? Maybe 4 hours. Same thing with Bitcoin, guys. If you remember, we had the same similar trend line. Short, get out while you could. And if you guys know, if you guys were there when we talked about this earlier, you guys know there's a Fibonacci level down here. There you go. Start scaling out as you please, and then you just kind of we have to wait it out a little bit. Now I got stopped out because it kind of came down lower, and I kind of moved my stop loss down. This is a short, so I moved it down, and it got back above 1200, which was my last stop loss. But it has to come down a little bit more. Babyfish is right there. Look at that. It just looks like it wants to tank today, doesn't it? That's not a good sign. See, even with Bitcoin, they just look like they want to come down, and I really wish they didn't. I wish we could have some type of surprise where we have good news for once that really drives the market up even higher. CPI data was tried to do it, but the market's just too much of a funk right now. Let's see, that pump was in. I like those pumps. They're freaking awesome to watch and awesome to play if you get in at the right time. Yeah, no worries, Kilo. Happy to see you back, man. Ethereum and Matic on top of my list to short. I like Ethereum, but Matic needs to come down a lot. Matic needs to come down way a lot. And on top of that, Polygon has exposure to the FTX disaster, so I want to see Matic come down a lot, and I want to be able to short it and hopefully make a nice little profit. I'd only want to be maybe shorting it for maybe at most a week, but I don't think I would even have to short it for that long. But we got to wait to see if Bitcoin can find some type of bottom, I guess. Let's see. Right here. Pop this up at this moment. There we go. How has everything been looking, though, over the past, 24 hours? Yeah, so 24 hours, we got GMX is up, Chili's is up, Uniswap's up, Bitcoin SV is up, Chain is fine, Ethereum POW. I mean, this one, I don't know. This one I probably wouldn't even touch. It's down 95% in the last 90 days. Compound is doing fine. Remember, guys, Compound's number 100 on CoinMarketCap.com, so it's probably going to move over to page number 2 here pretty soon. But it does, it is on Robinhood, which I do like. You guys don't use Robinhood, but still, let me go over here very fast. Robinhood. Okay, so I got Bitcoin right here. Let's see. See, the last time I had equity in Bitcoin, my Bitcoin position is down like 52%. I've lost 21 cents. Oh my gosh. But here, let's go over to, how do I use this website? Oh, my portfolio was at 5% today. That's nice. Probably for the week though, what was it? Oh, it's 20% for the week. Awesome. Wait, what? I don't know how this works, but yeah, definitely a roller coaster ride. Let's just say that. For whatever $6 I have in there. So yeah, crypto. Let's just go to crypto. I know they added some more crypto lately, but let's go by market cap. Oh, was that it? Okay, never mind. Yeah. So Compound still has the lowest market cap of any coin on Robinhood. So I would say that this is still going to be one of those coins that I want to buy and have some fun down the road. Whenever the market really capitulates, maybe sometime next year, if I'm correct, sometime around the end of Q1, Q2, I would like to see, I might buy Compound specifically just for my Robinhood account and see what it turns into. Because if Bitcoin does go down to $10,000 or whatever, that means Compound's at least falling like 50% back down to $20 or so. And $20 at the height of Compound, let's go to the 5-year chart. It did get up here to $805. So, around $10, $20 if I can. $20 to $805. $20. Let's say it goes to all-time highs, maybe not. Let's just say it gets to $800. That $20 turns into $780. If I put if I did some dollar cost average and just buy in bulk, $500 turns into what did I just say right there? Initial value. Sorry, 20. Oh, so it's just increased. Then never mind. But yeah, so I'd be happy with those returns right there. But that's primarily because it's in Robinhood, and Robinhood there's a lot of traders over there, and they want to pump up a whole bunch of stuff. My really hope here is that we have a new project that opens up this during this bear market, so we don't have really much price data on it. But it's a solid project, and it's so solid that Robinhood would actually want to have it on their exchange, even though it wasn't wasn't part of the last cycle. That coin would just be the coin I go all in on as far as my speculative coin of the year. I really want Robinhood to do one of these coins, but I just don't know, and I don't know how they look at coins or anything like that. So, but that's the goal here, guys. I really want them to. I really want it to be a good one. I shorted from $1 to 80 cents for fun. What do you call? I really hope we can get some good moves here in the market sometime soon. But at this point in time, guys, we're slowly just breaking down here as far as crypto is concerned. Bitcoin's on the verge of another breakdown. We just broke down a few hours ago as well. That breakdown was more of this line right there, right? Breakdown. I'm sorry for the wonky line there. It's not straight, but we broke down, and now we're looking for another reason to break down again. I'm hoping we just bounce back up. We're heading into the weekend, everybody, so that should be good news for us. We don't have to really rely on the stock market going up or down or anything crazy. 4-hour chart right here. Let's just consolidate for another 8 hours and then finally pop up, and maybe we'll consolidate for maybe, we've got 22 minutes left. Maybe over the next 5 hours, we have an attempt to break out. We have a pop to retest back up here around 17,084. Let's hope we can manage to close above it, and that would actually give us a little bit more momentum to try to get back above this 17,500 level. Basically the lows on your chart, the lows from June. That's what we're trying to break back above. When you break down below support, that support turns into resistance. Right now, you guys are seeing a clear example of that. Resistance, knocking us back down. Let's see if we can manage to break out above, or if we're going to be doing some type of double top where we come back up, get rejected, break down, and then, we're coming all the way back down to like $15,000 or something. Let's hope that's not the case, but you never know at this point, right? Those T&A truck stops have little to do with tech analysis, just so you know. TA truck stops? TA truck stops. I don't know what that is. I'm probably forgetting something that I said a few minutes ago. But okay, everybody. What do you call? Take it easy. I'm going to call it a night. I got to go make myself some dinner. Then I'm going to take Loki out to use the bathroom. He's been asking to use the bathroom for a hot minute here. Since, the market's still kind of all over the place, if we do start to see larger drops tonight, I'll probably hop on again. If over the weekend, even though it's my weekend off, if we do start to see some more volatility, I will hop back on to kind of talk to you guys about what's going on. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, I moved my camera the wrong way. There we go. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated about what's going on in the market. And what I've been able to do is, I put out a couple of videos in the past few days as far as like me just talking about charts like this. You guys like those videos more, and the algorithm likes those videos more than my longer term videos. So I'm going to continue to do 3-minute videos where I just talk to you guys about my thoughts on the market, then maybe do a quick minute of technical analysis so you guys know the goals of the day. Like right now, our goal for the day is to get above the June lows and hold above that price. The daily charts just don't look as nice about it, though. That's the thing. The daily charts don't look that nice, but the 4-hour chart looks okay. I usually go off of the daily chart charts over the 4 hours. And you guys just see we had that death cross. It may be a little bit of a dump here coming pretty soon. But if that does happen later on tonight, I will hop back on, okay? So everybody, have a great rest of your night and enjoy your weekend with your family. I'm going to be watching the Seahawks playing the Bucks, and they're going to be playing in Germany or something like that. So that'll be fun this weekend. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your night. Thank you again. And K Kilo, thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. And see you there, Cape Cod Mama.